Good morning, guys. About 7:30 a.m. I want to have a little talk with you guys this morning about this project. So a lot of you have been commenting on social media about why are you doing this? Why don't you just build one from scratch? Well, I got a deal on these parts, and if you were to piece one of these together, you're talking about these specific axles that are made for snowcats. They're heavy duty. They're not trailer axles. You're talking about anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a piece, and there's 5 of them on here. And then if you're looking for something that's been tried and true in the snowcat world, these right here are extremely hard to find. The rear differentials are set up with steering bands in them and reduction gearing and axles and whatnot. They've been using those for years in these things, and they've held up. Some of these were built in the 60s. They've held up for that amount of time, and they're tough and they're robust, and they're made to take this abuse that snowcats endure in deep snow conditions. So aside from that, I came across some problems. However, the guy that I bought this snowcat from has a bunch of parts. So here's a problem I came across. There's 2 versions of these cats. One of them is a narrow track and one of them is a wide track version. There's a 10-inch difference in the width of these vehicles, and that comes from the width of the axles and the differentials. So this rear diff is wide track. This frame is narrow track. So right there, nothing's going to bolt up. This differential will not bolt up to this frame. However, he gave me 2 more axles that he pulled off of another cat. And I got them right here. And these are the wide track versions. So I talked to him this morning. The deal was, if I drove down there to get this thing, that he would support me through this build. So he's actually going to send up a wide track frame and axles and spare parts to make up for the problem we're having here. With that being said, I'll have a whole nother frame to work with. So the build will continue. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to continue this project. He also said that at any point, if I get frustrated or I don't want to move forward, he will come up with a trailer, pick up everything, take it away, and give me my money back. And for those of you that are asking, it was $3,500 for everything you see here, plus the tracks and all the spare parts. If you were to try to piece one of these together, the tracks and the grousers alone would be close to $5,000. So not to mention this differential, which you commonly see sold for anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000. So enough on the comments about, why don't you build one from scratch? I'm using known good parts that have been proven to be reliable for these snowcats once they're built. And I'm not the first person to try and restore one of these. This is a very common project. It's a small community, even smaller than the LMTV community, but it's a common project that people go through and spend years rebuilding these. Some of these guys take 8 to 10 years to rebuild these things. So this is a huge project for me. It's the biggest challenge I've ever endured in my life as far as like a vehicle project. And it's something I want to do. It's something I really want to focus my energy into because, how they say, idle hands are the devil's playground. Well, for me, I kind of go nuts if I don't have something to work on, which is why I have this YouTube channel and I like to share these projects with you guys. So with that being said, this morning, I think what I'm going to do, while I'm waiting to hear back from Rob, he's the guy that sold me the snowcat. He's going to verify that he's got all the stuff that I'm going to need. And then they're going to bring it up here. But I think what I'm going to try and do is get this totally disassembled. Not going to be able to use it. Some of it will probably go to scrap, but I'm basically going to start with a blank slate and Lego building blocks for adults. So anyhow, let's get started on that. Alright guys, I got Rusty down to his bare minimums here. So my thought process is this. I think Rob is going to send up another snowcat that is, I think it's, if I remember right, when we were down there I was looking at it, it's partially, or it's in the process of being restored, but it doesn't have the full cab on it. And it might be the shorter version, but I'm not sure. I haven't heard back from Rob yet. He's going to his shop to look at it this morning, but I'm thinking that if he sends that up, I can send him back with this one so he has something else. I'm just thinking out loud here, but we'll see what he comes up with, and then we'll go from there. So this build is kind of on hold until we get some answers and find out, you know, what parts he has and what he's going to send up. And that'll either be around Thanksgiving or Christmas, because I think he's got an employee that travels up here to see his family. So, but aside from that, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. This is about as far as I want to go until I get some more answers. So this build will either stop here or it will continue depending on what we figure out. And then we'll go from there. So might continue this project, might not. Not 100% sure yet. I'm motivated to do it. I just need the right parts, and I don't want to go any further until we figure that out. So if you guys like today's episode, give me a thumbs up, hit like. If you're not subscribed yet, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. But as always, take care, and we'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye-bye.